First off, we were very thrilled on March 28th of this year to ship our 1 millionth Intelis gas meter. So we're out there in the industry. Solid state metering is a thing. Safety is a thing. And we want to talk to you about what's going to be coming for the next 1 million meters, which will hopefully be in about a year's time. So we have about 4 million meters under contract right now. COVID did not stop us. We had CenterPoint Energy in the picture at the bottom in Houston, continuing to deploy throughout COVID. And it's great to see how many meters have been shipping recently and will be shipping throughout the year. So for those of you who are familiar with the Intelis gas meter, we're all about safety. Intelis is all about adding safety to the gas distribution network. In 2019, Itron was the recipient for the Breakthrough Award, the IoT Breakthrough Award, and we were the Safety Solution of the Year. So the reason is we have a lot of built-in functionality, which helps keep us all safe. The high flow alarm is going to prevent an open fuel line from causing a potential situation inside of a home. So that's something that is built into every single gas meter that we ship. All million of the meters that we've shipped have the built-in shutoff valve inside the meter. So we're that committed to safety that we've made it standard in every single meter. Also, you have the ability, if you have a network, you have the ability to send a command to shut the valve over the network. It can also be shut if you're not a network customer and you're approaching an I smell gas situation. You can also shut the valve remotely on site. And accidents do occur to utility workers when they're investigating an I smell gas. So another safety benefit for us here. Another benefit is the reduced size. Intelis is the most compact gas meter, ultrasonic meter on the market. 4.5 pounds is the weight of the Intelis gas meter. It's a 70% reduction in the size of the meter. But a safety aspect that actually comes along with that is the fact that being a 4.5 pound meter, lighter weight, there's less workforce injuries because of the lighter weight meter. So we're even having positive feedback from commissions on the ability to reduce worker compensation type injuries. That's another safety benefit as well. High temperature is something that will also shut off. We have 2 temperature sensors, one inside of the ultrasonic measuring unit, which gives us our temperature correction. We have a second outside temperature sensor, which is in the index. So if the house is on fire, it's granted things can still melt in a fire situation, but we're all about safety. So if we can buy you another minute of response time, we figure that's a step in the right direction. So also safety there. Meter removal, we will detect air in pipe. So if someone's dropping a meter from service, maybe they want to bypass it or steal some gas or something. We also have the safety benefit of being able to know that there's an air in pipe situation going on. The one thing that's gone over very well is the accuracy of this meter. Typically, when utilities get this meter to run it on a prover, they're seeing an accuracy within a couple tenths of a percent. So at room temperature, our accuracy is plus or minus 0.5%. Across our operating temperature, our accuracy is plus or minus 1%. This is going to be helpful for utilities down the road when you do your sampling plans. Less risk of things not performing the way they need to. As well, being a solid state meter, very tight standard deviation. When you test the meters for accuracy, you're going to be impressed with how tight that standard deviation is. And new now is our integrated pressure alarm. So we will send a low pressure alarm. We'll also send a high pressure alarm. And we also have, for our mobile customers, the ability to pick up a tamper pressure, which can actually be an indication that the gas regulator has gone into a relief in its venting type situation. So very excited for the new safety benefit of high pressure shutoff as well as the low pressure alarming. So just some statistics on the 425 meter. When we come out with this version, we'll also be offering at the same time the option to pay a premium and get the pressure sensing in our 250 residential size meter. It will be standard in every single 425 meter that we ship. Pressure sensing will be standard. Again, we're committed to safety. What we've seen is that the price points tend to be more concerns on the residential side, and we're not sure that everyone wants to be burdened with that additional cost of the pressure sensor. So it will be offered as an option in the 250 meter and standard in the 425. And just some specs on what kind of capacity. You know, we're closer to a 600 cubic foot per hour meter at the half-inch differential. So this is a full-size 400 size meter available with all the different hub sizes that you could ever want for. And our maximum allowable operating pressure will also move to the 10 psi-G for our 250 meter. So what's really fun, Itron is pursuing a patent on our approach to how we're doing pressure sensing. We actually have two pressure sensors. We have one inside the meter. It's actually in the valve circuit board, and that is giving us our absolute pressure. We have a second pressure sensor in the index. That is giving us our atmospheric pressure. So all you do is subtract the outside pressure from the inside pressure, and that gives us our gauge pressure. So we're actually a digital pressure to 4 decimal places. So this will be really cool to have this type of information. It's going to help discover billing errors. You know, for years we've got 80 million gas modules out there, and it's nice if someone is billing incorrectly, it's nice to actually know about that sooner than later. 7-inch sets versus 2-pound sets. Many errors over the years and people getting things mixed up on the billing side. You will continue to use your P-comp factor that you're familiar with in our ERT modules. It is a fixed factor. We are not doing live pressure correction for billing purposes. You will be able to discover drift in your gas regulator set pressure using the Intelis meter with pressure sensing. Typically, utilities don't know about gas regulators until they fail. So now you'll have some data that you've never had available to you before. As well, we have the benefit of shutting off on high pressure, make it safe, as well as alarming on high pressure and alarming on low pressure. So lots of benefits there. I like to think of low pressure alarming as outage detection, finally, for the natural gas industry. You know, we now can keep up with the electric guys on understanding outage detection. And then also, this tamper pressure is a fun one for us because we've developed this so our mobile customers even get some benefit out of the pressure sensing. And this would allow you to set it, if you want to know that your gas regulators are going into relief and venting gas to atmosphere, it's possible for you to set this threshold at your gas regulator venting threshold. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Mr. Tom here to do a demonstration.
Terrific. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so I'm going to need a volunteer for this next part, and Kimberly actually has been gracious enough to do that in advance for me, which I appreciate. Okay, so come on up. We'll have you stand right here next to the display. And here's a throwback for you. That is a classic Nintendo controller. Okay, so we're going to take a look at how pressure can help, right? So here's our scenario. We've got our excavator here, and this is a home development that's under construction, right? So we've got houses that have been built, we've got people living there, but we've got new construction going on as well. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to dig a trench for us. So all you do is you take your little arrow there, you arrow over to the left. Okay, keep on going until it locks in. Looks like you're a pro. Have you ever driven an excavator before? No? Okay, you never know. You did great there. Okay, so we're going to start digging our trench. Push either one of the red buttons. Just hit it one time. There we go. We're digging our trench. So far, so good. This looks great. All right, well, let's hit that button again. Now, this time I want to make sure you don't dig up any dinosaur bones by accident there. There you go. Very good. Again? Yeah, okay. So let's do it one more time. We should have that trench dug deeply enough now. Yeah, that's bad. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Oh boy, what happened there? Oh, we just broke the line. So bad. Well, it happens, right? And in the real world, that pipe might have broken without anyone even knowing it. Well, let's take a look at how Itron can help you with that. So because we have this alarming capability built in with the threshold set, we will detect low pressure downstream of that pipe breaking. And so what we're seeing here are the alarms showing up on the map. Now, based on that, we've already got a pretty good idea of where the pipe broke, but if we overlay the distribution map on top of that, we can now see quite clearly. Right there is where the break happened. And so, a lot of times that pipe might have broken and you wouldn't have had any idea until there was a problem. Now you know almost immediately after it happened, and you know where it happened, so you can go roll trucks and fix the problem before it becomes a very serious issue. So, Kimberly, thank you for your help. I appreciate it. You did great.
I'm sorry I wasn't operator qualified.
You did great.